Before I welcome my special guest for this episode, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such a wonderful sport for my first 2 episodes. So thank you once again. I have a wonderful guest in Phani Bhushan, an engineer, an IIT Kharagpur alumnus. Last 5 years he's been doing everything he can to make every Indian household take to football, to make every young Indian play football. So thank you so much, Phani Bhushan, for accepting my invitation. I know you've been very shy, mostly focusing on doing rather than talking. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
So thanks a lot, Neeraj, inviting me for this podcast. Pleasure is mine.
Not at all. Pleasure.
So you asked about this thing, what my connection with the football.
आपका football से connection क्या है?
So first time in 1986,
जी.
FIFA was live stream in India. And that time, that night when the FIFA was being inaugurated, one of the judge, who's my father's friend, he came to our home. Okay, beta, today we'll watch football and we're going to stay till night.
Yeah.
So I was a little surprised, but anyway, I got a chance to see TV and so gladfully accepted. And both with first time that I'm talking about 1986 FIFA World Cup, Mexican FIFA World Cup. It was like for me a love in first sight. First time I saw the energy on this thing. I was not knowing anyone. Currently speaking, who is Maradona, who is Platini, I did. But that time everyone, so that energy was so high. So I thought, okay, I'll watch for half an hour and I'll go to sleep. But I watched the entire FIFA World Cup for next all days until the final. You might, and people who are not knowing about the FIFA 1986 World Cup, that was the famously known, the hands of God by the Maradona.
Maradona, correct.
That was a great thing. The FIFA that's a Mexican way. The concept comes from that match.
Yeah.
Having said so the energy, because you understand that somebody is not interested in any game, and that game could hook you for the entire event itself. So that was a mind blowing. And the people and the team event that first time I saw, the France, that the Platini birthday was there, that time the semi-final, he lost the game, but the entire team, the goalkeeper was on the opponent goal side, one equalizer was there, can defeat.
I remember.
So that was the thing, and the best part is like music, you don't know the music lyrics, but still you enjoy this thing. That was for me, that was the first time. And it happened just okay. I watched the thing. Only thing happens ki after every time you have to see the football. I keep on watching the football from that day. God was kind enough, for some destiny was being built up. So I always say trust the process. The trusting the process is very important. I had no idea. I was good in academics or good in mathematics only. Also somehow God sent me to the IIT, but fortunately not any other IIT, IIT Kharagpur.
Yeah.
So Kharagpur is not important, it was the West Bengal. So I was there in the kind of football ecosystem. People are watching, so I was forced to watch football also, because in common room, somebody is running some football match. After there, long journey, but I moved into IT. In IT, my company got acquired, and I was sent to West Africa. Again, the Côte d'Ivoire, the West Africa, that was the football country. The DNA in football, like DNA in cricket in India, we have. First time
Costa Rica, which country was this?
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Côte d'Ivoire, in the French colony, there's a Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
So that happened. So I saw this is the way we have the madness of cricket, that madness of football was.
This was
there.
which year?
It was around 99.
99.
So that was there. So then I came back, I started my IT company again, and in between, since I have run my IT company, so I started giving the pro bono consulting to the startup. I know what are the things you can do to not to succeed, but what are the things can prevent you from the failing. That was more important for me. Again, destiny had something in mind. I encountered with a guy called Hitesh Joshi from Master Knowledge Knowl Corporation. So we started talking. I heard you do the pro bono consulting for the startup, so I want to start an academy. And that was the starting point. Okay, so you come, for me, it's a kind of a professional dating for almost 6 months. Because I was a football lover. He came as a student. Okay, give me the guidance how to run the football academy. I just disqualified the idea that football academy doesn't make any sense. Then he started giving the insight of the football. And then what we discovered a very unique thing. In cricket, Gavaskar was there in my time, then Tendulkar, Dhoni, Virat Kohli. They all came and left. Nothing happened to cricket. Cricket was growing. Even today, last year also, that Sunil Chhetris resigned. That poor chap has to come back again.
There was no pipeline,
so
there is no before.
Correct. So there, if Virat Kohli, if he resigns today, 100 Virat Kohli padding up outside his dressing room. By you go, मैं आ रहा हूँ.
Correct.
Sunil Chhetris left the way.
No, I remember.
Nobody is there, so he has to come back again.
Yeah.
Whole idea is that they forget about the broken. There is no talent pipeline. So whole idea was to create a feeder system.
Yeah.
Unless until suppose you're by God grace you get a great team, and that great team can win even the World Cup, but that is not guaranteeing next time you're going to perform well because you do not have a succession plan. So that's a talent pipeline is completely missing. So idea is ki let's create something that's something then which can become a feeder. Something I'm stressing the word something is very important. Because this, when we started going deep down in the football ecosystem, the infrastructure, what is happening? So every stakeholders of the ecosystem where they're working as a silo, no connection at all. So idea ki let's become a platform, so that if you are not competing with anyone, then you are darling of everyone because you are not afraid from me.
Correct.
So you support me.
Yeah.
So fundamentally, ki the ground has to be fertile. India is a football loving nation. So idea is to become a football playing nation instead of remaining as a football loving nation. So cricket is for me, cricket is the benchmark. They are my guru, the role model. Because I have been a cricketer. Gavaskar was my role model that time anyway. I have a lot of things to learn from the cricket. People are talking negative, okay, cricket, why? But they have created the position numero,
Correct.
They have something.
Yeah.
Copy them, learn from them, and be to them. Football is the world's #1 game. World #1 game, except in India, is nowhere.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to wrong with the football. It's still many players are there. It means the passion for football is there. People have a hope. So somebody has to ensure that their hope remains alive and then converts into the reality. So that's where I come in the picture. The first idea was create a platform which can act as a feeder system for the entire, so connecting grassroots football to the professional football, so that you do not have a lack of the talent, it goes continuously feeding the professional football.
Yours is the only platform or there are more platforms? और भी होंगे space में?
See, it's not about only platform because what we are doing, we have just tried to position it very uniquely. At the end of the day, as I told you, when I was giving the consulting to the startup, I have done my startup, some success, some major failure, lot many things have. So I know how to stay in the game. Mm-hmm. So if at the end of the day, whatever the nature of business, if it is not going to survive, whatever good or bad intention you have, it has to survive first of all.
Correct.
You have to position it very uniquely. So we are, if you say somebody is copying, like if Amazon is there, Flipkart is there, so there is nobody today. So that's a kind of a unique positioning is the USP of this thing. We are positioned so uniquely, and so we always say we do not have any competitor. We are our biggest competitor. Every time we evaluate what we have done, how we can improve from this thing. So I have our own benchmark. So we are not creating a benchmark, you have to achieve that goal. This year we did some activity.
Next year I should do better.
So better. What are the mistake I did? What are the parents complaint? What are the challenges were there? Can we improve it better? And we do not have any goal. We are not trying to become a #1, #2.
So your goal is to IHF, India Khelo Football का जो goal है वो है youngsters को, kids को, parents को encourage करना कि भाई आप football खेलने दें बच्चों को.
Correct.
Right? और ये प्लेटफॉर्म है बाकी सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स के लिए भी.
Correct.
चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट सारे से लिए. तो ये नाम बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. पढ़े कैसा आपको ये आया नाम, इसके बारे में कैसे सोचा आपने?
This comes naturally.
Okay.
So there is no genesis of this thing. Even though
just came to your mind.
we were talking, everyone said play football.
Yeah.
Country should play football.
Correct.
India should play football. India Khelo Football. Now it has to be Hindi, English stuff. So chalo, India Khelo Football. Most important, again, that also by fluke. आप खेलो मौका हम देंगे.
ये टैगलाइन है.
Tagline है. I'm taking you to the professional opportunity, signing with the clubs, or this becoming part of national team, international, this thing. You be in the game. I'm going to provide a career opportunity. I'm going to provide the career, every possibility what you can do with the football. Only thing you have to stay in the game. In the best case scenario, assume there are 1,000 players. Out of 1,000, there is a one that is the good possibility or probability. One can become Messi or Chhetris. So, एक को तो मौका मिलेगा. One will become Chhetris or Messi or Ronaldo, whosoever it is. 999 को क्या होगा? But I want all 1,000 to be stay in the game. Ideal age of to getting into the football is the 8. Before you enter is good. After 8 you are late. By late every time.
नहीं, ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि देखिए एक ही कोई बनेगा उसमें रोनाल्डो, एक ही कोई बनेगा शाहरुख खान, अमिताभ, ये तो है. लेकिन अगर आपका एक इकोसिस्टम होता है तो उसमें कम से कम, जैसे मान लीजिए आईपीएल में देख लीजिए आप, 15 फ्रेंचाइज हैं, फुटबॉल में भी 50 फ्रेंचाइज हो गए, इनटू सो मेनी. तो एक बड़ा इकोसिस्टम आपने बनाया, उतने प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं. एवरीबॉडी विल नॉट एंड अप बिकमिंग दिस थिंग. तो एग्जैक्टली आप वही मेरे ख्याल से कर रहे हैं.
अगर फिर भी आप प्लेयर की बात कर रहे हैं. हाँ. अगर आईपीएल की बात करें, आपने यू हिट द नेल. आईपीएल है, अरे 22 की जगह पर 2000 बच्चे खेलेंगे, बट क्रिकेटर तो 2 लाख है ना.
सही बात.
तो बाकी तो उनकी बात आप नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो मेरा क्या कहना है कि sports in the industry, like construction, healthcare, IT, sports in the industry,
huge.
It has an appetite. Everyone knows Harsha Bhogle. He is making his living with the brand because of the sports.
Yeah.
So if Harsha Bhogle is a good commentator, suppose if you are a good athlete, you are a domain expert. Those who are playing, they are into the domain, they are the domain experts. If a good commentator, if Harsha Bhogle like person can speak good and then become the commentator,
yeah,
he can be the expert.
That's exactly what an ecosystem does, right?
Correct.
Multiple opportunities.
See, so that's a kind of, we have made the concentric circle. Okay, on the field, off the field. So we are a scouting company. What is scouting? Identifying the potential player, not the performance player. People have a misconfusion about the coach and the scout. स्काउट जो होता है ना, पूत के पांव पालने में नजर आते हैं. दैट इज द रोल ऑफ स्काउट. ये बच्चा खेलने वाला है. मेसी 8 साल में किसको मालूम था मेसी बनने वाला है?
सही बात है. सही बात.
स्काउट नॉट द कोच. कोच इज द परफॉर्मेंस इनहैंसर.
करेक्ट.
बट स्काउट दूर से देख के बता सकता है, या जो भी देख के जो प्रोसेस है, ही इज द पर्सन, यू कैन बिकम अ मेसी टुमारो.
हीरा जौहरी.
देन आई विल ट्रेन यू, पॉलिश यू.
तो ये कैसे वर्कआउट कर, सपोज करिए मेरा बच्चा है और मुझे लगता है कि ये इनको फुटबॉल का टैलेंट है.
करेक्ट.
अब मेरे लिए नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा?
तो हाँ, ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा इसको मैं और डीपर ले जाता हूँ. डीपर इन द सेंस व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हाउ द एंटायर थिंग वर्क्स. मैं तो बहुत अच्छे से बोल दिया कि यू हैव टू गेट इनटू द गेम बाय ईयर्स. So first they need to be scouted. Yeah. Totally scouted. Scouted the technical, mental, everything. Because the scout will identify whether is a potential, intention, everything is there or not. So scout will identify. At the age of 8 years, if I identify your, it's not that day 0 you might be identified. You may not be. So you have to be stay in the game. It's not that scouts are perfect, they will identify you, something skill gets enhanced. So by 8 to 12 years, you will be completely identified कि हाँ ये बच्चा तो फुटबॉलर बन सकता है. तो रॉ रहता है, पॉलिश होता है, समटाइम्स अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर, वट एवर थिंग्स आर देयर, मे बी स्काउट मिस कर सकता है. वंस यू आर बिकमिंग आइडेंटिफाइड, तो एज ए पेरेंट यू हैव टू कीप हिम इन द गेम, यू हैव टू मेक श्योर इन द स्टेइंग इन द गेम. The moment he got identified, then there comes the player development part. Now there is a different category of the player and this thing, what kind of training he should require and all this thing. So that's a kind of a, once then you have to undergo the academy and all. So that parallel system is going on and that's a good system. But you get and keep on giving the test.
Is that system institutionalized? वो वाला system जिसमें कि भाई मेरा बच्चा अगर फुटबॉलर है तो ये चैनल है ऐसा इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज्ड, आइडेंटिफाइड है,
लोगों को पता है. चैनल, बट इट्स लाइक जैसे यहाँ पर होता है ना, मॉम एंड पॉप स्टोर होता है कि दिस रिटेल स्टोर्स आर देयर, इट्स नॉट इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइज्ड।
करेक्ट, ये ज्यादातर ये मतलब ओनस इज ऑन द पेरेंट्स कि साहब मैं ढूंढूं कि लोकल कोई कोच है क्या,
उसमें से अच्छा कोच खराब है कौन है।
इसमें बदलाव आ रहा है आपके आने के बाद?
ना चेंज आ रहा है, क्यों आएगा वो चेंज? क्या होता है कि आइदर यू परफॉर्म और पेरिश, सिंपल है, मूव अप और मूव आउट। अगर आप एकेडमी रन कर रहे कोच है, इफ यू आर फूलिंग द पेरेंट्स, बहुत सारी चीजें, माई एजेंडा इज नॉट टू डिस्कस दैट पार्ट एट ऑल। अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस करेगा बच्चा, अच्छा निकलेगा, पेरेंट्स सब समझदार हो, उनको निकलेगा तो धीरे धीरे करके वो सेग्रीगेशन होते चला जाएगा कि गुड एकेडमी बैड एकेडमी। पहले ये मालूम ही नहीं था, क्योंकि आपको रिजल्ट, क्योंकि आप क्या होता था, बच्चे को खेलने भेज दिया, बन गया तो बन गया, नहीं बना तो यार सिस्टम खराब है, 4 गाली दे दिया एक सिस्टम को,
करप्शन है,
तो कुछ भी बोल देते हैं। इनवर्ट तो कोई देखता नहीं है, सब अपना आउटवर्ड देखता है। मैं तो आई डिड ग्रेट जॉब, सिस्टम खराब है, गवर्नमेंट खराब है, दिस कोई खराब नहीं है, खराब आप है, अगर मैं से पूछा था। तो ये अब हो रहा है धीरे धीरे, गवर्नमेंट इज टेकिंग लॉट मेनी गुड इनिशिएटिव्स, everyone on the policy level things are going, but it's not being executed. Challenges are different, so again we should not go in that detail, but important thing what you ask is, any systematic change is happening? Yes, it is happening.
कुछ सक्सेस स्टोरीज बताइए।
In IKF we have a policy or the vision, talent is the only currency we believe.
Wow.
You could be Anant Ambani, you could be a son of your driver, I don't differentiate. If you have a talent, IKF is there for you. So one of the city trial, we find one of the good guy from the Jharkhand, son of a single mom, was working somewhere. He was not having money to buy a football, forget about buy the ticket to participate in our final. We don't charge for coming to the final, but they need to travel up the road.
Yeah, correct.
So they were not having. That guy somehow managed to reach Ahmedabad. वहाँ जाने के बाद luckily FC Madras, they selected him.
Wow.
And for him, he was not having a ticket to travel on the sleeper class on the Ahmedabad. While coming back, he was flying to Madras, and luckily for him, good luck for him, because Chhetris was also traveling on the same plane, and that boy has become poster boy of that thing. Suren Hasda is the name of that guy. Another guy, one of my friend's son, he was in Spain that time. He was a good player. Soham Varsanej was the name. He come from a good family because he was studying in Spain playing, so obviously only deep pocket can go there. I knew him, so we were conducting on some event. I had invited him also. I saw his game and all this thing. I said, this guy is good, why don't you bring him into India? What he is doing there in Spain, career ke aap jo bhi. Parent could not answer many of the questions, so if you promise me if you get in some opportunity in India, I can bring him. I'm thinking I cannot promise him, but obviously I'll try my best. I spoke to FC Bengaluru, that's an ISL club. Hey Darren, this is a good guy, why don't you give him, taste him at least. He's in Spain, have a look over him. Darren is the director of Bengaluru FC.
Okay.
She said invite him. So that guy came, they kept him for the 1 year in the youth team. He's a brilliant guy. He got elevated to the senior team and he played ISL. So everyone has a dream to play in ISL team. Not many different stories we have. So story, if you ask, I can spend.
कितना पैसा देते हैं इसमें फनी? ये जैसे मान लीजिए कोई टॉप की जो टीम है बेंगलुरु वगैरह, कितना पैसा एवरेज?
पैसा नंबर तो I cannot share anything with you, honestly speaking.
Okay.
But one thing, there's a youth team below 18. They ensure that they are living, some stipend they give, a scholarship. So you cannot sign the contract.
Professionals को?
Professionals could be anything from 20 lakh to crores.
I remember because मैं गोवा से वापस आ रहा था फैमिली के साथ छुट्टी मना के, तो गोवा एयरपोर्ट पे एक फुटबॉल टीम कहीं से वापस आ रही थी वहां से, तो उनके कोच के साथ बात करने का मौका मिला। तो उन्होंने बोला कि साहब ये जो 4 प्लेयर दूर में खड़े हैं, वो सब 2.5 करोड़ से 2.5 करोड़ के आसपास। ये 8-10 साल पहले की बात है। Which means this is money in football, right?
Superman. So awareness is the missing part of it. So you asked about the success story. So I just too extreme. So lot many.
Perfect.
Now we are very much deep on the promoting the girls footballer. Girls are doing much better than the boys.
Wow.
Boys ranks are getting down each and every year.
अच्छा.
And girls are doing much better. People have a different narrative, but girls are doing. But girls, once they get into something, they do it. That's the only beauty of the girls.
Focus. कैसा है आपका जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है? I know it's large, right? Today, your footprints, it spans the length and breadth of the country, right?
Correct.
कितने scouts हैं और कैसे आपके tie-ups हैं? आप आपके जो academies हैं उनके साथ आपके tie-ups हैं, उसका एक sense दीजिए ना जरा.
First of all, we in my entire team, we are very much hooked to our vision itself. First of all, we have a belief. We believe whatever we are doing, we can make it. It has to come true. We started IKF to creating a talent pipeline. Why I said we had started, because I'm going to add some other flavor to it. So first of all, this thing first. So what we found, talents are there all across India, but they're not getting the exposed to the clubs. Clubs have their own limitation. So that's matchmaking like Shadi.com, bride and grooms, the players and the clubs.
Correct.
One has to take a role over there. So we took that responsibility. We started venturing into the pan India, right from Ladakh to Andaman Nicobar, from northeast to the Ahmedabad, be it the metro urban city like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, to the travel area, Chandpur, Jharkhand I talked about. And talent is everywhere. Jharkhand being a non-football state.
आंध्र प्रदेश में भी आप बहुत बढ़िया काम कर रहे हैं. वो भी नॉन फुटबॉलिंग है अगर आप पेकिंग ऑर्डर को देखेंगे.
Correct.
है ना?
We have a very simple structure. We just have to do the talent hunt. Like we have gone last year 100 cities. This year we are going to 125 cities. Last year we went to 2 countries. This year planning to go to 5 countries. So what is their only thing for Indian expats for outside India?
Oh.
You have the talent. I'll connect you to the Aap Khelo Mauka Hum Denge. That's the concept. So structure is very simple. There is a city round. So like 100 cities. We scout some of the players. The best of best are there. So that from there we shortlist some of the player and we invite them for the zonal final. We have created 5 different zones: north, east, west, south, and northeast. From there we try to handpick around the best of the best. So till now, earlier 150, now last year we have selected around 200 players, top selected
from all over,
all of the India. We invite all the clubs. The best part, all clubs have a Pepsi Cola war, but I can take the proud. If we invite and put them under one roof, last year in Baleware Stadium, more than 25 clubs were there, all sitting under one roof.
Which are these clubs then? Clubs जैसे मोहन बगान मोहम्मदन स्पोर्टिंग
So ISL club, like
ISL club.
give the example of Bengaluru FC.
Yeah.
We are in Mumbai City FC.
Yeah.
You have just spoken about this Tata Football Academy, Jamshedpur FC.
Correct.
Goa Football, the academy like Zinc Football Academy, Madras FC. So lot many. So I said 25 clubs came. But everyone looking for opportunity. We are not charging from them.
These clubs will come to you looking for talent.
Talents.
So that is why you're calling yourself feeder, right?
Yeah.
एक side में वो है और दूसरे side में.
So let expert do this. We know how to do scouting. I'll find the talent. You give them the opportunity. So that's and then now it's clubs prerogative how they sign up with them or not and whatever. Now the best thing is started happening. Now we have engagement with the clubs of the entire year itself, because see, that is one day event. Final, suppose this year final we are going to do in Mumbai Kupresh ground, 23rd of January. Just block the date, you will be there.
क्या बात है?
So we will be inviting all the clubs. Like last year we did on 26 December in Balewari. All clubs came, they signed up. So we have the list. So what we are going to do, so we invite all the clubs. Now it's up to them. They sign up there, they sign up. And even they are free to sign in our city event or zonal event. But physically, we request them. The players will get motivated, parents will get motivated, come there, select them, you see what they are there. So we don't do scouting that day, it's their scouting job.
So each of the 25 clubs will have, will look at the potential talent, right?
Correct.
और उसमें से उनको choose करना है.
One of the best part, जो अच्छा है, club might not like it. पहले क्या था कि जैसे जॉब के लिए क्या होता है कि कैंडिडेट्स have multiple job offer. Tata, Infosys, IBM.
Correct.
I will go there, I will not go there.
मैं पूछना चाह रहा था.
So the brightest will get a multiple offers.
Correct.
Clubs had a habit and they are smart enough. I spotted you, Neeraj. I'm now 5 clubs at Neeraj. They will sign up with the first. Arey, he is not coming to us. He has already signed up with somebody else. You delayed. सो अब क्या है कि ऑफर उसके पास 5 है. इफ यू आर डिलेइंग यू आर लूजिंग द गेम, क्योंकि सबको चाहिए, टैलेंट चाहिए. अगर बाद में टैलेंट खोज जाओगे, यू हैव टू स्पेंड ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. So ये sense of competition and urgency and FOMO was important.
It's good for the
industry ecosystem. तो अब यहाँ से तो we are the since scouting is our key element. So as I said कि we are not doing anything what others are doing. Like we are not an academy, we are not a club, we are not an agent, we are not a player management company. We are nothing. We are a scouting company because scouting was not happening.
And that is what you intended to be for.
See, one of the things ki I have to be the neutral. Neutrality is our hallmark.
Tomorrow, if a professional club approaches you, कि भाई आप मेरे लिए scouting कर दो, आप करेंगे?
See, there's two things होता है. Someone looks for exclusivity.
अच्छा.
No, big no.
You can't be working.
I will help you. Okay. I want guys from Andhra. ठीक है, I'll find and see, I have to give opportunity to the club, but it's not that. So it's you are giving that responsibility to me. So I can work for you, but I cannot only work for you. So होता है कि scouting अब क्या है कि now we are talking about भारत, तो हमको भारत genuinely बनाना है. Strong में कैसे scouting? There are only 2 globally renowned companies. They are the association PFSA and IPSO. They are the scouting agencies. Their certifications globally. There are 2 well known.
अच्छा.
I'm happy to say we have started a scouting certification program. We have already partnered with them. We are India exclusive partner for PFSA. We started a scouting certification program. We have more than 150 certified scouts in our network. So they are, because when we are going to 125, who are going to scout them? They are going to scout them. Na? So we are first to start the scouting certification program, and it has been roaring successful.
So you're an opportunity even for a scout, right? If I have, that talent, मैं वो भी आपसे सर्टिफिकेशन लेके नहीं आप सिंगल आप ही करते हैं सर्टिफिकेशन, और भी कोई करता है?
वर्ल्ड में तो होता है, इंडिया में तो मैं ही करता हूं.
इंडिया में आप ही करते हैं.
We are a not for profit organization, and that is a well intended intention, because once you start doing good, people will approach you to ask for favor. We are a medium. We are recommending to the clubs. They are selecting because we have a year-long contract with the activity of the clubs. So clubs are asking, I need a player for this tournament. We have a database. Every year, more than 15 to 20,000 players participate. So we have a rich database on that part. But that is not for sale at all. We don't sell it. You are a club. Since you are giving an opportunity, you invite them. I'll give you the data. So data is open for the real person, for the clubs. People ask, what is your revenue model? I'm saying, you should be thanking me that I do not have a revenue model.
Yeah.
If I had been revenue model, I could not have sitting in front of you. My aim is to not to take money from the football ecosystem. I don't charge from the club. I'm not charging from the player. Why? Because we are becoming a neutral. We are not doing the tournament. We are not doing anything where commercial activities are happening. Now onus is on you. If you don't support me, if you want me to stay in the game, I am working hard to stay in the game for the players. Now it's your responsibility. Support the player. You support the player. We are the person. If you support us, we are going to support the player. And people talk about the system, anything. Right now, I'm just breaking all the myth. Corporates are ready to support us. Individuals are ready to support us. Even government is ready to support us. I will not go deep into it. Otherwise, it will become a fundraising thing. There is a company called Tiger Capital. He is MD, this Gaurav Gupta. He has a deep passion for sports. When we approached him, so he asked, what you are talking, are you going to really walk the talk? I'm saying, seeing is believing. I can talk anything, so but seeing is believing. I can support you. I'm saying, you keep on supporting us and you see this thing. Thankful to the Tiger Capital or Gaurav Gupta, whomsoever I should acknowledge, or the entire team. This entire, it's not that the only thing, entire team, they all are supporting us. So first of the entity, they are not only supporting us financially, morally, participating in whenever the tournament comes, they go and see there, not as a watchdog. See the excitement,
As the spectator.
Yeah, I have invested in you. It's not an investment, a charity. I've invested in you. They want to enjoy things. Suppose you buy a ticket, so you enjoy the movie. So they come there to enjoy the movie. That's an event. And they are, every time they get more excited. We started a concept called Field of Dream. When I said, okay, there are many needy players, they require financial support. We have to fulfill their dream. Will you support me? I just send out message to the 10 people. Obviously, no network only. They didn't even ask how much money and what's it. Yes, I am there. Tell me, give me account number. Money started flowing for 10 people. The government part, you ask about the Andhra thing. Somebody said ki Andhra do not have a good football legacy and all this thing.
Yeah.
So I said ki people are not exposed, that's the only reason. I said ki I cannot go and do the trial and the normal method, I have to do something. So I'm saying let's do a road show. We'll do a road show over there. So I said ki once you go to the road show, then you require a government permissions, lot many things are there. People all talk about negative about the government, I'm talking to positive about the government.
Yeah.
We approached tourism secretary over there because it's a part of tourism. We wanted to create some kind of a narrative. This Amrupali, that the secretary was, she was very excited for doing this thing. We are going to support you. And we said, it's not a kind of a financial agreement with you. We want the support and the blessing. That's all. Nothing more than that. They said, whatever you want, we are there to support you. Whatever you are doing, good thing. So we started doing. They have acknowledged us. They have given all permissions, everything. They have given the buses, all the residents, resorts and the accommodation, everything. So this is a kind of we are red carpet welcome by the government. We are doing there. Things are going. We are going to the schools for the awareness program. I'll come on this part, another football part of there. So, and to who says that football is not there? I always say, if football has no pin code, so at every pin code there is a football. We have to just go and activate those pin code. That's all.
Football has no pin code. Wow.
So that's the thing. So I said corporate, lot many corporates. I didn't name the many of the this one company. There's a Nova one. That's a part of the Track America. That's a company. Vinny is a founder. He's a good Liverpool fan. When he came to know that they are supporting us footballer, he donated a huge chunk of amount and he is supporting us. So who is not supporting us? We are not going there. They are not knowing us, so we are not going there. Everyone is looking to support a cause which has some kind of an impact to the society. Impact is not going to happen just merely playing and this thing. You have to think from the totality point of view.
ये जो support आपको आपने बात की, where is this support coming from? Being part of a corporate structure for years, there are two sources for a entity like yours. एक तो जो CSR budget से आता है, दूसरा जो marketing budget से आता है. So आपको ज़्यादातर support कहाँ से आ रहा है?
CSR support, somebody from their own marketing investment, because since we have a presence in 125 cities now.
Yeah.
So they want to promote their brand. So
इसमें कितना खर्चा होना चाहिए? Overall क्या है? मतलब how much money? Because it looks in terms of like something that will require a lot of financial muscle, right? तो अगर आप 125 cities में कर रहे हैं तो कितना होगा मोटा-मोटी?
It's a dynamic thing. How much money we have, we will spend. We have started this in complete bootstrap manner. We and our team were spending money. So the same can be done in 10,000 rupees. 10 lakh is a smaller amount for that thing. Because what are the privilege and facility you want to give to the player? What are the quality you want? See, earlier when we first started, we just announced the date, whosoever come, we just selected somebody, shortlisted, invited them. We decided that video recording to must have. How will identify the right player? All the player coming from different places is spending time, and if we are eliminating you and you are a talented player, so there should be least collateral damage. So the process improvement requires huge money. Somewhere we get ground free of cost. Somewhere we get ground 1 lakh rupees also. सो समवेयर वी हैव टू कंप्रोमाइज कि चलो कहीं पर छोटा जगह कहीं, तो जहाँ पर हमको फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी चाहिए वहाँ पैसा चाहिए, तो वी कैन डू ऑन अ बूट स्ट्रैप, वी कैन डू इन द, इट्स नॉट दैट कि वी आर द काइंड ऑफ स्पेंड थ्रिफ्ट, व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग, क्वालिटी चाहिए तो क्वालिटी करना पड़ेगा.
As an individual, if I, let's say, want to come in and support a young talent, possible?
करेक्ट.
तो मैं कैसे करूंगा, मैं कैसे
तो जैसे
आपको
वो
approach
बताया ना आपको फील्ड ऑफ ड्रीम की बात किया.
ठीक है, तो आपको अप्रोच कैसे करेंगे?
वी आर ऑन द सोशल मीडिया
They are
चैनल,
on social media.
वी आर द
You have Instagram, you have
Instagram, LinkedIn. We are active on Instagram and the LinkedIn,
Okay.
and we have a website,
Okay.
and that's all.
Okay.
And the word of mouth.
So I'll come there and I
Yeah.
can donate and then
Correct.
okay.
So donation is not the right word. Support.
Support,
saying.
right?
I always say get involved. At least follow us. Forget about don't do anything. Follow us. You will know कि what I'm. See, seeing is believing.
No, लेकिन एक यंग टैलेंट को सपोर्ट करना ये बड़ा एक मतलब एक बड़ा ह्यूमन फिलैंथ्रोपिक स्ट्रीक है हम सब लोगों में कि साहब ये हम कर रहे हैं. तो अगर ये लोगों को पता हो कि साहब ये टैलेंट को हम इंडिविजुअली भी सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं थ्रू यू, आई थिंक इट्स बिग, राइट? सो इसको आप लोगों को बताना नहीं चाहेंगे कि भाई
बताना चाहते हैं, चाहेंगे तो जब चाहते हैं
कि लोग आए और
लोग करें सब.
इस तरह के कितने अवेलेबल होंगे एथलीट्स आज के तारीख में आपके पास जिनको मान लीजिए सपोर्ट की जरूरत होगी, यंग फुटबॉलर्स?
मतलब अभी आप समझिए कि ऑलमोस्ट 40,000 प्लस हम लोगों ने स्काउट किया, टोटल जो पार्टिसिपेट किया है,
इनको सपोर्ट की जरूरत है.
तो आई नो द पीपल.
ओके, कितना खर्चा होता है सपोज करिए एक अगर हम यंग फुटबॉलर को अगर सपोर्ट करें पूरे साल के लिए?
तो इसका होता है कि 1 लाख से 5 लाख तक होता है. मैं इसका एग्जांपल तो पहले मैं थोड़ा सा इस टॉपिक को थोड़ा सा पार
जी
मैं थोड़ा आता हूँ कि एक बियॉन्ड फुटबॉल क्या चीज हम टॉक. IKF इज नॉट ओनली स्काउटिंग दिस थिंग, दैट इज वन थिंग आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. वी स्टार्टेड विद दिस थिंग, इट्स नॉट दैट कि but now it has become tip of the iceberg. So as I said to you, if we do not have any benchmark, things get evolved. We find the challenges, we find that this thing, this is also required. Correct?
Yeah.
So when this is required, so what happened? तो पहला जो मैं बताया आपको, you just imagine 1000 बच्चे में से एक मेसी या छेत्री बनेगा, बाकी 999 का क्या होगा? अब आप पेरेंट है, आपके बच्चे हैं, बच्चियां हैं, आप तो बोलेंगे भाई कि खेलने भेजेंगे भाई तो खेलते रहेगा, क्या रहेगा. या हम लोग के टाइम में
टिपिकल बिल्कुल सही बात.
मिसनोमर था या मिथ था या जब सही था, आई डोंट नो. पढ़ोगे लिखोगे बनोगे नवाब और खेलोगे कूदोगे बनोगे
खराब.
अब हम बोलते हैं कि भाई चाहे आपका तेंदुलकर से लेकर आपका छेत्री लीजिए, जिसका नाम लीजिए, मेसी आ ही रहा है, इंडिया रोनाल्डो आ ही रहा है, दे आर द रियल नवाब. कि फुटबॉल जस्ट डोंट टेक मैंने सी फुटबॉल एज ए फुटबॉल. It's an industry. Sports is an industry. Like construction, healthcare, sports is an industry. It has appetite, which I spoke very early. कि हर्षा बोगले is making living through the sports. So why can't you? So it doesn't mean कि you be on the pitch or off the pitch. 22 बच्चे तो on the field खेल रहे हैं, बाकी जो millions बच्चे बाहर हैं उसको पैसा कमा सकते हैं. See, what is Messi? Messi is making money and the celebrity. You can make money, ना? You're going job to celebrity to ban nahi raha hai. But if football can feed you, football can give you that money, why can't you go for it? You must go for it. So ultimately parents को चाहिए क्या? Safety net.
Correct.
So what if my son does not get selected? What next? How you are going to support them? So that is not the question. From a one parent, many parents started asking questions.
Natural है.
तो natural है. I also will think in the same manner. The best case possible scenario.
Yeah.
मैं 1% तक को भी हैंडल नहीं कर सकता हूँ. मैं किस मुंह से आपको इनवाइट कर रहा हूँ कि आप अपने बच्चे को भेजिए खेलने के लिए. आप पूछे you are asking what is the guarantee? I cannot. So पहला चीज study and football are not mutually exclusive.
Both can coexist.
जो बच्चे अच्छा खेलते वही अच्छा पढ़ते, मैं तो उल्टा बोलता हूँ, जो अच्छा पढ़ते वही अच्छा खेल सकते, वाइस वर्सा. तो बुक वॉर्म कॉन्सेप्ट को हटा करके वो तो मोबाइल में जुटा रहेगा. खेलेंगे, आप ये समझिए कि पजल सॉल्व करने से लाख गुना है कि अब मैदान में बैठे हुए 22 के बीच में अकेला है, बॉल किससे रोकना है, कौन आगे पीछे,
वो भी तो पजल ही है.
अरे दैट इज द मेंटल एजिलिटी. उससे ज्यादा क्या मिलेगा आपको? वो करके बाद पढ़ने बैठेंगे तो आपके लिए तो सब पढ़ना तो सबसे आसान है. सबसे आसान है पढ़ना और पढ़ाई दोनों साथ चल सकता है, तो दोनों साथ चलेगा। रेदर हम तो काउंटर पूछते हैं कि व्हाट इज द गारंटी, क्या पढ़ा करके बच्चे को नौकरी दिलवा देंगे? इफ ही और सी इज नॉट द गुड इन स्टडीज, जस्ट फॉर सेक ऑफ कंप्लायंस की डिग्री लेना है, आप डिग्री दिलवा रहे हो। यू हैव ए क्लैरिटी, यू डिडंट डेयर टू आस्क कि एजुकेशन के बाद में बच्चे क्या होना चाहिए। जैसे एक डिग्री मिल जाएगा तो कहीं कुछ छोटा नौकरी मिल जाएगा। छोटा नौकरी है मेरे पास जो है, वी आर टॉकिंग दिस टाइगर कैपिटल, आई टोल्ड यू दिस नोवा वन, आई एम टॉकिंग व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग टू द बर्धमान मिल्स एंड ऑल दिस थिंग। भाई ये बच्चे अच्छे हैं, एटलीस्ट डिसिप्लिन तो हैं, ड्रग्स नहीं लेते हैं, सुबह 6 बजे उठकर कोच की बात मानते हैं। व्हाई डोंट यू गिव देम ए जॉब? दे हैव एग्रीड फॉर इट, गिव मी द प्लेयर।
You spoke about ecosystem. अभी हम लोगों ने यंग टैलेंट की बात की. That's your company is able to address. आपने इससे रिलेटेड जो जॉब्स हैं, आपने हर्षद भोगे साहब का नाम लिया, वो उसके लिए कुछ स्पेसिफिक टाई-अप्स आप कर रहे हैं या करने की सोच रहे हैं?
We have already done huge tie-ups.
Okay.
पहला क्वेश्चन, मेरा बेटा के स्कूल टाइम में, बेटा के स्कूल जाने में 1 घंटा लगता है, ये 50 whatever. What if school goes with you? ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, जैसे वी हैव टाइड अप विद अ कंपनी कॉल्ड प्रोज एजुकेशन।
वाह।
ऑनलाइन है, पढ़ाई कीजिए, जहाँ जा रहे हैं मैच खेलने जा रहे हैं, पढ़ाई कीजिए, 4 घंटा एग्जाम देना है। ओपन स्कूल जो हम लोग टाइम होता था, वो अभी आज के दे आर डूइंग वेरी नाइस। सो पढ़ाई, आपका पढ़ाई लूज नहीं हो रहा है।
ओके,
नंबर 1।
ठीक है।
सेकेंड थिंग, हेल्थ होता है। सी अभी क्या होता है, पहला तो मेरा एक बहुत ही अच्छा चीज है कि हु सेज कि फुटबॉल इज बीइंग प्लेड बाय द लेग, इट्स प्लेड बाय माइंड। चेस इज नॉट प्लेड बाय हैंड, इट्स चेस बाय माइंड ओनली। सो माइंड शार्प होना चाहिए, स्वस्थ शरीर में स्वस्थ मन हो सकता है।
क्या बात।
तो वी हैव टाइड अप विद द कुआ न्यूट्रिशन। रैन फर्नांडो इज a known personality in this area. Sports doctors, everything you'll find on our website and details.
The website is indiakhelofootball.com.
Correct.
indiakhelofootball.com.
First of all, to become a player, mentally, physically, educationally, everything was strong. So parents are happy कि चलो बेटा खेलेगा तो अच्छे से खेलेगा। अगर उसको खाने में मजा आता है, he can become good ran for this core nutrition I'm talking about.
Nutrition expert, correct.
So
Sports nutrition is huge today.
Everything is huge. See, everything, the sports psychologists are the huge
Psychology,
thing.
absolutely.
So everything is huge. As education is a big industry.
Yeah.
They can go there.
Yeah.
You are a good orator, I said. People from my college, IIT and all these things, they go become the stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
So that's a job. So that's their satisfaction.
Yeah.
They are getting money.
Correct.
So calling is not that what your current scenario is there. But the best part of this player, they got the calling day 0. 7 साल में मालूम पड़ा हमें फुटबॉल खेलना है। हमें तो कभी जिंदगी में मालूम नहीं था कि हमको 7 साल में IIT जाना है। वो तो पीयर प्रेशर होता था।
कमेंटेटर इन फुटबॉल, वो कितना फाइनेंशियली कितना रिवॉर्डिंग है? ठीक ठाक होगा मेरे ख्याल से।
Whether you are an analyst, painter, photographer, media, everything is a huge money. It's a big market. Globally, it's a big market.
Correct. Because you need something to fall back upon. Suppose this doesn't click, then what do I do? So वो भी इकोसिस्टम पे आप काम कर रहे हैं।
That's what the thing is there ना कि
रिस्पॉन्स कैसा है, पेरेंट्स का रिस्पॉन्स कैसा है? क्योंकि सबसे पहला जो मेरे ख्याल से हर्डल है वो मेरे पेरेंट्स ही होंगे, उनको कैसे आप करते हैं? आपने स्टेक होल्डर की बात की थी फनी जी, हमको याद है। कैन यू जस्ट हेल्प अस, माय ऑडियंस अंडरस्टैंड स्टेक होल्डर्स?
If you're talking about the football ecosystem, the known stakeholders are clubs, academy, then your other entity like this one, coaches, the referees, the scouts, then the corporates are another stakeholders because they are supporting this thing. Then there are this peripheral, this is not a peripheral, but I talk about online education system, I talk about the health conditioning, mental health performance, nutrition, education, then player itself and the parents also. So they all are our stakeholders. Wow. And everyone is doing their own bit. Clubs are doing, you see, clubs has to win. So they are looking for the talented player. Academy has to survive. So they are doing the good player development part. Everyone is doing. What was the missing part? Connecting the dot and making the flow. Suppose you are nurturing the good player through the academy, but they are not going in the right place. You will get frustrated, player will get frustrated.
पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करना कितना आसान या डिफिकल्ट रहा है आपके लिए? How easy or difficult it has been?
This is one
their role is important, right? Their role.
In fact, they are the most important stakeholders, more than the clubs. They are the financier, they are the motivator, they are the enabler. Because as a kid, if you want to play, तो पापा हमें खेलने जाना है, पैसा दो, परमिशन दो, जो भी है. So you are everything. So parent play a very important role. I will not say it's a bad or anything wrong about this thing, but my experience, personal experience, understanding, parents are not doing their job properly.
Is it?
In fact, they are the important component of this ecosystem. They are the most important road blocker.
Why do you say that?
They are not supporting their kids in most of the cases. Don't generalize it. They are living dreams through their kids. They are living the peer pressure through their kids. They want their kid to be successful, not knowing what their kids wants.
What the kid is good at.
Yeah. Then that is one part. Parents are selfish also. Yeah. So selfish is what?
हम लोग भी parent है sir, समझाइए.
Understand why I am saying to you. We run a movement, India Khelo Football. Suppose we 100 people we are going to scout, and very good scenario. I selected all 99, left one. I am the best initiative who has a success rate of more than 99.9%, whatever language you call it. But your kid is the only kid is left out. For us, they are the number. For you is 100%, your entire asset. Because why parents are most valuable in this thing? Because you have put your entire asset, because you are earning, living and dream everything for your kids. So you have invested the huge amount. We are running a movement, but you have invested the huge amount. But what you are doing for your kids, directly and indirectly, you are just funding it. And then I'm saying selfish. If you do research for your kids, who can be the best researcher? Because your kid's career is on a stake. You are not selling the insight. You are not involved in the movement. And now football is a game of the team. That's the best part of this thing. And I'm giving you just very example of this thing. Messi has become Messi not because of his own skill, because of the team. If the entire team is not supporting him, Messi is not Messi, Ronaldo is not Ronaldo. Could be a great, but he cannot dribble from the since beginning to end. Yeah. He get the right passes at the right time.
Yeah.
So it's a team game. So if player can make a team game, why parents are not teaming up? Not for the complaint, for the upliftment for the football. You are taking all risk. So you buy any product, TV, mobile, anything, you do lot many experiment and understanding. Focus, this should work well. So whatever, and you have to become little more big-minded, big thinking. Kill your ego. Leave your emotion for the football and your kid will be a part of it. So that is a little bit a complicated word.
I understand it's easier said than done, but I'm saying what is he doing to make it easier for you is this. He's just not helping your kid play football. He's also creating alternatives for your kid. Downstream, God forbid, if he does not make it big in playing football, there are lots of other activities that he can choose to do, including commentating in football matches. Am I right? Have I summarized it right?
Very true.
So that is the kind of ecosystem that India Khelo Football is trying to build. Have faith. Let your kid play football, and God forbid something goes wrong, they will have enough options to choose from so that they have a good life ahead of them. This is the month in 2020, 5 years back, that you set up this.
November 2020.
November 20? So wonderful, 5 years of
incidentally,
India Khelo Football,
so
right?
it's quite incidental, but yes,
when you look back, how has been the journey?
It's a very rewarding, inspiring and satisfactory.
Wow.
So I will not talk anything about previous corporate sector. I was in the IT business and all. This is I have one purpose of waking up every morning. I have to do something. When I go to bed, I have a sound sleep. I did something good. Maybe I could move a little bit, or I tried to move something. and tomorrow, day after, it will move very fast. It will go in the autopilot mode
On its own.
on its own.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very rewarding in that sense. I am happy, I'm contented, and I'm thankful to you. I do not have a nostalgia of past. People live in the nostalgia of past. I live in nostalgia of future. I always recall future. When India is getting qualified for FIFA, I am sitting in anywhere in the world, sipping my beer outside there, and I'm enjoying. I'm just trying to collapse the time, how fast it can be. So I'm just visualizing the effect and enjoying. I'm living that nostalgia. Every time I sleep and wake up, when that day will come, India is being qualified for FIFA. Forget about winning and losing. I am there to cheer them on the ground, and I'm having beer. So Neeraj, thanks for the invitation. You asked good question. I was happy to answer and enjoyed conversing with you. Now my time has come. I want to ask you a question.
Please, of course.
You have to take a role or hat of a parent and the corporate, because you had a two profile. You are a parent, you got a one son and daughter, and also you were a corporate guy. From two lanes, how you see IKF? Aapko IKF, as a parent, are you excited or whatever? I'm not putting in the certain framework. Lekin I want to know, as a parent, what do you think about IKF? And as a corporate, why you will come forward and support IKF?
नहीं, ये बहुत अच्छा है इनिशिएटिव जो मुझे समझ में आ रहा है फनी. ये एज अ पेरेंट I can tell you that the parenting, let's say 30 years back, and parenting now, a lot of change I have seen taking place, in the way parents think. My son, he was very, very good at cricket. He was so good that I thought he'll play for the IPL. And that's, what caused us to shift him from a CBSE system to, IB. In CBSE, unfortunately, just physics, chemistry, and maths, and those scores matter. So that is the kind of parenting that we have tried giving kids. My daughter, again, there's no pressure, and whatever she feels like becoming in life is what she would end up becoming. And our job as parent, is to just support them. So that part, I hope I've answered. As a corporate, I think there is a huge opportunity for them to associate with a platform like India Khelo Football. One is, football itself is a huge opportunity, and it's proven more than multiple times outside of India how huge this is an opportunity. Football, the players are massive celebrities. They earn in billions, and so that's something that football doesn't need to prove anymore. Within India, and the way I see football, shaping up, and the way I see entity like India Khelo Football, how it's helping football and taking the shape, I think there's great opportunity again for if I'm a corporate. Bulk of the support to sports is yet to come, through non-CSR part of the corporate. Even within CSR, the top three are education, literacy, healthcare, and livelihood, if my memory serves me right. So there's a lot of scope there. There's a lot of scope outside of CSR, which is the marketing budget. And these are, admirable initiatives and efforts that you're making, IHF is making. So, there's a lot to good look forward to even for them. On that note, that India qualifies for the World Cup, and India Khelo Football has a significant role in that. On that note, we'll end, and we'll raise toast. Cheers, हम लोग करेंगे इसके बाद beer का. So thank you so much, Phani, for your time, and it was a wonderful interaction that we had. If you're a parent, the final note: if you're a parent, do not hesitate. Let your kid play football. It's a wonderful sport. Leaves you physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically strong. That's what the nation needs as a whole. God forbid something going wrong, he does not end up becoming a Sunil Chhetri or Baichung Bhutia. There are enough options for him to choose, which is what India Khelo Football is working on. So you have go ahead and let your kid play football. Thank you so much for watching this.
So let me end the note with "आप खेलो मौका हम देंगे." That's
आप खेलो मौका हम देंगे. क्या बात है.
Thank you, Neeraj. Thanks for your.
Thank you.
Thanks.